Hello and welcome to a Business Minute with Lily Lopez, presented by the South Florida Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Here with me is Mike Fernandez, Vice President of Waste Pro, longtime friend. He's an honorary director of the South Florida Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and was with us at the gala.
Yeah.
And it's always such a pleasure to be with Mike. I know we've done several business minutes, but I'll never forget one that we did at a plant many years ago
That's
during
right.
COVID. I mean,
During
it was like in
COVID.
2001, 2021, and it was quite interesting. And we had done a tour, and there's so much information that you can provide to our members about recycling, about waste, what we do. So tell me a little bit of what you're doing now, Mike, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me,
Of
Lily.
course,
Thank you for
absolutely,
having
always
me.
a pleasure.
So I'm the vice president for post collection. What does post collection
Post
mean?
collection, what does that mean?
So that means after it's collected, right? So it's when they go, the garbage truck goes, picks it up at your house or at a business. It comes
Right.
to either a landfill, a transfer station,
Okay.
or a recycling facility. So that's what post collection really means.
Well, thank you for clarifying. I was wondering what's post collection.
So yeah, so Waste Pro is we cover 12 states, mostly in the Southeastern United States. So my territories up through Texas to Kentucky, the Carolinas, and Florida.
You travel then.
I travel, yeah, I travel. I get
Okay.
to meet a lot of people across the country.
that's great.
And it's
It
really
is.
nice to meet, how garbage is done everywhere else. And
So it's different.
it is different.
There's differences?
There's differences, yes.
Oh,
Believe
well,
it or
that's
not,
good
there's
because
differences.
you're able to then see how can we improve.
Yeah,
if anything.
absolutely, and vice versa, right?
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, I mean, Waste Pro is a largest privately held company in the southeastern United States here, and we're right now 5,000 plus employees. We got 35 landfills, 24 transfer stations, and 6 material recovery facilities or recycling facilities. So it's really nice. A really nice company, and we're growing. We're right now $1.4 billion company, and
Okay.
we're shooting for $2 billion. So real soon we're going to get there.
And you've been in this industry how many years? Because I know you.
A long time.
A long time, yes.
At least 30 plus years.
He doesn't look his age.
I use a lot of cream.
A lot of cream. We use cream. Mike, I know because I remember I know you from. I mean, my daughter was like 2 and she's like
Yeah,
25.
I started a long
So
time
you
ago.
started a long time
Back
ago.
in the mid 90s.
I remember when we used to do all these events in South Beach, and you would come, and
Yeah.
and Luis Rodriguez,
The
and all of
cruise,
that,
the
right?
famous
the cruise, the
cruise.
chamber cruise. He would
Yeah.
come with us on a chamber
Yeah.
cruise. So it's such a long time. We've been friends for forever. So, what are the biggest challenges that you have that you face as
Sure.
as a company?
So a couple things. I mean, look, recycling is the big elephant in the room. Basically, recycling is a problem everywhere, not just in South Florida.
And it's confusing, right?
It's very confusing,
Because
right?
sometimes I tell my family, you gotta wash that before you put it in the recycle bin. No, you're not supposed to wash it. And then I thought you do. So I don't even know about that. So that's how I bet that's such a big problem because people just throw things that are dirty. Is that bad or is that good?
I think you should wash it
what I
if you
thought.
could. But you don't have to. You don't have to, but it'll be nice.
It'd be courtesy. It'd be something courteous
Yeah,
to do.
you keep your can clean.
course.
Remember, you're not bagging this stuff, so you're
Right.
throwing it right into your cart.
Into your container,
So
right?
all that food residue stays in there. So you may want to clean it. But with recycling, and you're right, it's very confusing because what you do in South Florida might be different from county to county. Miami-Dade,
For example.
like for example, glass.
Right.
A lot of places don't take glass. A lot of the recycling contracts don't. Some of the recycling facilities don't want
They-
glass because it's not. At the end of the day, it's a commodity. You want to try marketing it on the back end, and if there's not a mark on the back end, it's recyclable, but it may not be worth recycling. How about that?
Oh, what do you mean? It may not be worth recycling.
It may cost
More.
cost more than to what you get in return to recycle it.
Oh, so then it's not a matter of just sustainability; it's a matter of cost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like everything, like
absolutely.
everything,
I mean, look, a lot of these recycling contracts have changed. Back in the good days, everybody used to get rebates. Municipalities used to get rebates, and what's happened now? It's kind of turned, especially with the whole this whole China era where a lot of the recycling was going overseas. A lot of the recycling now is starting to go to different markets, even domestically. And what happens is, the value is not there in some places. So for instance, on the Gulf Coast, we recycle glass. And we have a place. As a matter of fact, they get the glass and they crush it into sand, into like an aggregate, and they make it into for construction purposes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something good.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Do we do that here in South Florida?
so in South Florida, not necessarily. I mean, I don't have a recycling down here, a recycling facility. The nearest recycling facility I have is up in Ocala. We have 2 recycling facilities out there, and one in Sarasota. But here, unfortunately, it kind of becomes a problem because to truck it somewhere that they're going to accept it,
Right.
it's going to cost you too much money to get rid of it.
Oh,
So.
and okay, but we're not doing it. But is it very bad for the environment? Like for cities that are not able to do what other cities do, so then there's no.
I mean, it's look. It's,
You know what I mean.
What
I'm
look,
saying.
at
I'm
the
not
end-
an expert. I have
No, at the end of the day, I mean,
but-
that's just one commodity. At the end of the day, upstream, you can avoid buying certain things with glass. I mean, I'll be honest, a
Oh,
lot
I
of
thought
stuff.
glass was good. Oh, I didn't know.
A lot of stuff. I mean, if that's the case, but a lot of stuff here, matter of fact, is all plastics. Most of the stuff is in plastic.
Is this
or
bad? Is this bad?
This is great.
Aluminum is
Aluminum
good.
cans are fantastic.
This is good for the environment.
Absolutely. Well, you can recycle. Aluminum's
can
always going to be
recycle.
recycled. So your top recycling commodities are going to be cardboard, paper, cans, ferrous, non-ferrous metals.
Plastic.
Plastics, yeah. I mean, you could recycle some. There are certain plastics, that have value. There's other plastics that don't.
Oh, that-
I won't get too
We need to
complicated
take
on
a
that.
course. Let's do a
There-
course.
so
we
that's-
should do for the
so-
members for the
so-
for the sustainability
so-
committee. We should do like a lunch
We
with
could,
you.
yeah, we could.
Because
So
this is interesting. I didn't know it would be so interesting.
So
Mike.
so recycling, that's a challenge, right? So that's why it's so challenging.
It is.
The other challenging thing is talking about recycling is landfill capacity. So landfills are not being built everywhere like they used to.
Right, right.
There's definitely been a
There's one
slowdown.
here, I-95, when you go.
So landfills are
Or turnpike.
essentially they're essentially filling up. So like for instance in South Florida, a lot of the landfills are going to start filling up, and then what happens is you got to go to the next landfill, maybe down the road, basically, and it could be
Oh.
miles down the road. So what happens is when you do that, there's costs associated with getting
Right.
that garbage, putting it into a truck, and
other
transporting it
place,
up.
right.
So yeah, so that's another challenge, and that's not just a South Florida problem. That's a problem everywhere through the country that you're starting to see landfills start filling up. So that means there's less landfills. So that means costs are going to start going up,
Oh.
increasing. Yeah. So those are 2 challenges right off the
This
bat.
is interesting. It is.
Yeah.
It is very interesting.
Yep.
And we have to do. We should do like a lunch.
We
and learn.
should, absolutely.
Let's do it out of this from this
That's-
meeting.
I'm ready to talk some
And
trash.
this business minute, we have the idea that we're going to go straight to a lunch and learn.
Yep.
We're going to coordinate that
Yep.
because I didn't know. This is just valuable information, Mike.
Yeah.
Because we see each other. Hello, how are you? How's business? But we don't get the opportunity, and that we got now through a business minute.
Right.
So I'm thinking that this could be something very valuable for the
Yeah.
members. I'm very interested in learning. I mean,
Let's
I have
do
no
it.
idea. I have no idea about anything that you're saying, and this is important because información es poder.
Yeah,
Información
exactly.
es poder. La
Exactly.
persona que no sabe está perdido, and we have to do this with you. And this is a business minute. So anything else we need to
Well,
before we wrap up?
no,
Anything
well,
we need to say to the
well,
members and the
look,
viewers?
I mean, I'm looking forward. I'm the chairman for the sustainability committee,
you are.
and
Yes.
I'm looking forward to August. I know around that time
Yes,
we always do
we
our
do that.
sustainability luncheon,
Right.
and maybe we tie it into some sort of educational thing like that.
I would like
down
that.
the line.
I would
So-
like that very much.
And I think that our members will love that.
Will love it,
we'll
absolutely.
Get an educational moment on and be able to ask questions on what they can do to help
And who
improve
better
the
than
environment.
you, the chair who really knows what's going on,
Yeah.
the chair of the committee, and besides that, you do something also very nice. We do in October the cancer,
The cancer,
the breast
yeah.
cancer,
So-
and you're one of
Well,
the men that wear pink. And,
right.
and this
I
past year
think
we incorporated
That was fun,
because
right?
of you. It was fun.
Yeah,
People
right.
loved it.
The walk, the whole modeling.
It was amazing.
aspect.
Yes, it was a lot of
Unfortunately, I
fun.
couldn't make it. I was actually in Argentina, traveling to Argentina.
Having a good time, eating well, the
Eating
good
well,
wine,
yeah, it was great.
Good wine,
yeah,
good
it was
meat.
good. So,
But we were there thinking about you, and that
yeah,
was
really
something
nice.
great.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. I think it was a great event. I think people had fun, and it was all for a good cause.
Yes. So, Mike,
Really
thank
good.
you so much for being on a business minute with Lily Lopez and for your support, for everything that you bring to the table. We love working with you for so many years, and we look forward to picking that brain of yours because you have a lot of information to give out. And out of this business minute, we're going to do something with a recycling,
Yep.
a recycling sort of lunch and learn because I think it's important for the people
I
to
think
know
so.
what's happening, what are we doing, if we're doing this the right way, we're doing it wrong. I'm very concerned about the environment. I'm very committed, and I always say I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And I want to know because I want to do it right.
Yep. I think it'll be great. But
Okay.
thank you for having me.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of A Business Minute with Lily Lopez.